Alexander of FightHype.com here with Egis Klimas. First of all, Egis, before we get into your stuff, just talk to me your thoughts about last night's fight. Everybody watched it, you were there. What were your initial thoughts?
Well, it was a pretty good card, I believe. We had a lot of good fights. Unfortunately, a couple of guys I brought it, they lost, but I think that was a very, a good decision.
Yeah.
Nobody got robbed. Aik Nazarian showed a big heart, a good fight. Maxim Vlasov actually gave a lot of problems to Ramirez.
Yeah.
So that was a good 10-rounder. Sensational knockout by my light heavyweight guy Alexander Gvozdyk. He did really good, with a patient timing, punches put together, not hurrying. So I liked a lot. As far as the main event, well, we all know Alvarado had the problems, not training, and this game is if you don't train, you're not gonna win. There is no miracles. And Brandon Rios came out really good. He was prepared for the fight, and he just dominated him in the 3 rounds.
Egis, you have such an impressive stable of guys that you brought over. Have you been surprised how popular and how the public has received them in a good way? A lot of these guys, even our domestic, have a hard time getting a following. A lot of your guys already have popularity. Did you expect that?
Well, I always knew, the guys I'm bringing and the guys I'm helping into this sport, they're very dedicated, very disciplined, and hardworking. So, and as we know, if we put together discipline, hardworking, and a dedication, it's always going to win. So all of my guys are in that position.
One of your guys, Sergey Kovalev, has a big fight coming up in Canada. Talk to me a little bit about that, and what can we expect in that fight, and how excited are you to get you got Bernard Hopkins, now Jean Pascal?
Well, first of all, Kovalev showed a really good fight with Bernard Hopkins. He showed to the world where he is not just a knockout artist, he also can fight, he also can box. And the one main thing for Kovalev was go in the ring and not knock out Bernard Hopkins. He wanted to overbox, and that's what he did. He completely overboxed Hopkins. As far as the coming for the March 14th fight, he's getting, he's right now in the Big Bear getting ready for the fight. I can't predict what's going to happen. I'm not the one who's going to go in the ring, right? I'm going to be downstairs watching it, but knowing Sergey, I know he's going to be coming 100%. Pascal today is the best opponent can get in front of Sergey. So I think it's going to be very, very hot on March 14th at the Bell Center in Montreal.
At 175, he's fighting the best guys now. The one guy that's still there is Stevenson. Are you guys so interested in exploring that option, or is it kind of in the past you guys are moving forward?
I said already many times, we're not interested in the Stevenson. We're interested in WBC title holder. Whatever going to be, depends how this fight going to go. Pascal Kovalev, WBC already ordered the winner of Kovalev-Pascal will face the champion of WBC. But before that, even Kovalev or Pascal has to go in the mandatory defense on the IBF. So we're a couple more fights away from possibility of happening WBC, add to WBO, WBA, and IBF.